Good day. I'm here today in New York with Jim Cashin of RSM, and we're going to be talking a bit about robotic process automation, what it means and why it's important for your practice. Jim, thank you so much for being here today.
No, thanks for having me.
So the first question is, at a high level for our viewers who may not understand, what is robotic process automation?
That's funny. We've been getting that question quite a bit, and I think people have this image of Star Wars and robots coming into
maybe
the
Terminator 2 a little bit, maybe?
Exactly. There's a little bit of fear in there as well. I think what it really is a series of software programs that allow to automate and streamline repeatable processes within an organization that allow for enhanced productivity. Because at the end of the day, robots don't sleep. And if you think about that in the normal course of a workday, we call it 8 hours. Regardless of how efficient those 8 hours are, the robot you're starting to talk about a ratio of a 3-to-1 period in terms of being able to process information, which also allows for the accounting folks to be able to analyze data more effectively and get more real-time information.
So what are a couple of the functions that can be impacted by robotic process automation?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot. I think everyone's predicting that it's really going to be accounting first. And if you think about the close process, if we start there's a lot of activities that feed into that each month that are repeatable, that can be automated through that process. If you take it from an accounts payable perspective, every month invoices come in from the same vendors. It's very structured and repeatable. That's a good example of what can be enhanced. I think if you look at it from the other side of the fence, if you look at sales order processing as an example, a lot of times that has a stipulation in it where a price is going to hold for a period of time, and robots, for example, could be programmed to be able to go out and match that data to the sales order so that it would be more efficient and alleviate that manual effort.
So you've got this robotic process automation doing a lot of tasks that obviously are currently by necessity performed by a human.
Yes.
What are those humans? So is that freeing them up to do higher value stuff? And what are the implications there if you're a CPA and you're looking to bring some of these processes in-house?
Well, it's definitely going to change the way we operate and the way we think about how we do our jobs. It's going to make us more efficient. It's going to be able to allow us to go up a level in being able to provide more data analytics to the practice that we're in. And I think that is true. I think it will eliminate some mundane tasks along the way that I think 51% or so of respondents to some surveys that I've seen are saying that they don't want to do that anyway, and they could be better utilized in that capacity. So the one thing that I think to keep in mind is that this is an overall aspect to digital transformation, and I think we're here in the world where we will be working alongside robots, quote unquote, and really it's just a matter of making our whole environment from infrastructure through our performance better.
So when you hear about robotics process automation and some of these other kind of newer disruptive technologies, I feel there's kind of a conception that this is really the realm of these larger firms, these kind of multinational firms, and maybe it's not applicable to your smaller CPA or accounting firms. Is that the case?
I don't think so. I think that is the misconception. I do think that there's a lot of value, and if you think about the ability to take a mundane task as simple as sending out notifications to your clients that can be automated. And there's different kinds of bots, and that's something to keep in mind. There's artificial intelligence that can learn and read and be able to be more ingrained in more complicated processes. And then there's components that can be built in to do simple tasks.
So for our viewers out there who are just kind of getting aware of robotics process automation through this interview we're doing, what are some of the things that they can do to get more up to speed and learn a little bit more about this technology?
I think that the biggest thing is to really understand that Gartner's calling for this to be mainstream by 2020.
And 2020 is not that long.
It's right around
the fall
corner.
of 2018 right now.
Right, and so I think this is part of your overall roadmap and strategy for your business, your practice. I think you have to take a look at what that portfolio of automation needs to look like and what other components and what other technology aspects are being part of your business. But I think this is definitely going to be a core, and it's here to stay.
And it's here to stay. So that's good words to leave our viewers with. Jim, thank you so much for being here today, and thank you everyone out there for listening to our Facebook Live series on Going Beyond Disruption.